Let's take a look at what AutoCAD Civil 3D can do for you and sustainability. I'd like to show you how to prepare submittal documentation for some of the LEED ND prerequisites and point review. We will start simple with the GCT submittal for solar orientation of our project. This is the GCT category credit number 11. It stipulates that the length-to-width ratio of our building dimensions, as measured at the longest points of length and the longest points of width, must be greater than 1.5. Additionally, it stipulates that the long axis of our building must be within 15 degrees of a line that runs due east and west. The essence of these requirements is to ensure a larger solar exposure and expanded opportunities for solar heating and power. First, I load the site plan and the base map information. Then I will figure out the length-to-width ratio of our building. Next, I will check to see if the long building axis is within 15 degrees of a due east-west line. At this point, if the angle is over 15 degrees, we could use the powerful tools in AutoCAD Civil 3D to quickly redesign the site to change the orientation of the buildings and all of the associated site features to achieve compliance with this LEED requirement. To see how I accomplish these steps in AutoCAD Civil 3D, first I'm going to use the XREF command to attach the base map, which has been previously turned into a DWF file by plotting it to the virtual DWF plotter that comes with AutoCAD. The reason I want to use a DWF is for its ease in turning all of the base map drawing colors instantly into a monochrome grayscale background. Once I have the base map inserted, I'll zoom into our project area, and I will again use the XREF command, this time attaching the site plan drawing. With the site plan drawing inserted, I zoom in and I use the ability in Civil 3D to create feature lines by extracting them directly from the XREF drawing. For ease in dimensioning and listing the building, I will explode the feature line to turn it into individual line segments. Using the AutoCAD Dim Aligned command, and by simply hitting Enter and picking on the building's sides, the dimensions are created. And to eliminate having to type in these dimension values into the calculator, I'm going to list the two lines and simply copy-clip the length attribute from both of those lines into the calculator to give me the result of the length-to-width ratio. Now I copy directly out of the calculator and paste that final ratio right back into my drawing. Double-clicking will pop up the text editor, and then I'll add some more textual information. Grips are used to stretch and reposition the text. And now that I've calculated the length-to-width ratio and found that it is within compliance since it is greater than 1.5, the next thing I need to do is insert a north arrow in its proper orientation, that is, due north. Then I will simply create a line from one of the building corners and using object snaps to pull off a perpendicular line to the axis of my north arrow. This gives me a baseline, of course, that is due east-west, and then I will use the dim-ang command to find the angular difference between my building and this baseline.